Good morning. Today we're here with Miss Susan Andrews, the winner of the Londonderry Ingerson Award. The Ingerson Award is given to a resident each year to thank them for their service to the community. We recognize one resident each year for their years of service overall to Londonderry. I'm going to run through a few things before we start. I know that this is a combined award that is chosen by operations and the House Board, which is the resident board of directors here at Londonderry. We go through names and we go through residents and we look at what they've done and choose what we believe is the best candidate. So Miss Andrews has been on the board of directors at Londonderry. She's part of the Londonderry Rotary. She was part of Jammers. She's a resident ambassador. She spent 5 years on the Activity Advisory Group. She was part of the strategic plan for Londonderry in 2020. She volunteers regularly at Wine Night. She volunteers every year to decorate the hospice tree and is part of that committee. And she also is a substitute teacher when our exercise and movement class needs an extra teacher. Beyond that, have I missed anything? You've been here for 9 years.
That's right.
So we have a lot to be thankful for with Miss Andrews' contributions to Londonderry.
And Miss Andrews has a lot to be thankful for being here. So,
Well, I really think this year we outdid ourselves with such an award winner. What brought you to Londonderry?
as many people, family. So our son and his wife, Charlie and Pam, live here. And they moved here in 98, and Chuck and I would visit twice a year. And one time we were visiting for Grandparents' Day, and we decided to tour Londonderry, and Chuck walked into our cottage, and we got halfway through it, and he said, "We'll take it." And
wow.
that's because it had the beautiful view. It
Yeah.
has the trees, and anyway, a month and a half later, we moved in, and
Well, it sounds like with all I've only been here 2 years. Miss Andrews been here with a little bit of 9 years. It'll be 10 years this July. But with all of those accomplishments, you jumped right in, or how did all of your volunteering and getting involved kind of blossom?
we moved in on a Monday. I remember that, and I went to the first exercise class I could go to with Lorraine, and have been doing that ever since. And I love that.
Right.
That's just wonderful with the music and everything.
And I'm very sorry you're missing it right now for this interview.
And then the activity coordinator at the time, she recruited me, and let's see, there's 6 of us on it, and so there were 3 other new residents to Londonderry. Let's see, Jean Brown, Sarah Sadler, Peggy Sloan, and me. She recruited, and then also Larry Caldwell and Claire Cattell, and we worked on the activities committee. And you said it was for 5 years. I wouldn't have known how long it was. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot of work, but we had a lot of fun.
You moved from California, you said. Is that where you spent your life raising children and doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
I moved to California in 1966 and started teaching, and then met my husband, and that's where we raised the
You were a teacher. What did you teach?
U.S. history.
Oh, wow.
Don't ask me any questions.
I forgot one of the things she mentioned. She was a teacher, U.S. history. We just talked about this lovely cabinet behind. She's also part of the group that gets our, will you tell us a little bit about our cabinet?
So we got the cabinet a year ago, and since that time, there's a group of 4 or 5 of us, and we work with residents who have wonderful collections, and then they put their collections in the cabinet, and we have a reception, and they're there for 2 months. Several times we've had an all-call where we put out a theme, and people bring in their items. Right now, we have a collection from Monica Stecker, she was with UNICEF, and she was in Peru and in Africa and Indonesia, and these are the things that she collected.
But I still feel with 9 years here at Londonderry and all you've done, we probably could do a cabinet for Susan Andrews. Now,
I have to say, the all-call are fun, and you brought that up earlier, the one where we had the patriotic letter of the person whose father had written a letter the day of D-Day, and he had been involved with D-Day, and that was really a moving.
Yeah.
There's so many things we learn about people from this.
It was. Londonderry is very active. Our residents are very active, but we're also active learning and sharing. And of all the things here at Londonderry, I think that makes Londonderry really special. If you had to give advice to Londonderry residents that are here or those to come, what would be your best advice?
Enjoy Londonderry. Take advantage of what you want to be involved with. That's what I think I like about Londonderry is you can do what you want to do. And
Yeah.
there are all these options. And I remember our former coordinator saying the best thing is when you have to make a choice. And Erica certainly has provided that situation for us. We have so many choices of things to do.
You do.
And
You have a jam-packed activity schedule, so to
we
speak.
do. And it's wonderful. And I think if you want to be involved, there's so many ways you can be involved. But if you are happy being in your cottage, that's wonderful too.
Yeah. There's a lovely plaque inside of the clubhouse that has all of the Ingersons' names on it. And each time the Ingerson Award winner gets a little gift from Londonderry. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your gift and show us your gift?
I have a reputation, a very deserved reputation for loving ice cream. And so my gift was a shovel, Susan's ice cream shovel, and a bowl for my ice cream. And on the bowl, it has Londonderry,
Right here.
Right
Londonderry's insignia and
then it says Ingerson Award and Susan Andrews 2025.
that's perfect.
And also 4 quarts of ice cream from the Scottish Highland Creamery. So, I mean, award was definitely designed to fit what I enjoy,
There.
which I am enjoying.
And that's what we try to do. We wanted to make it personal and special. So I think it's nice when you were quite taken back when you opened it. I think you were expecting a plaque.
I was so excited because this is just the perfect thing, and it also it's fits me, and anyway, I love it.
Yeah.
And I feel very honored, I have to say, to be part of the group who have received the Ingerson Award. They're a wonderful group of people who have done a lot for Londonderry.
And operations really loves getting involved with the house board so that we can choose together someone who has really put in a lot of time and effort and themselves to Londonderry. So I do have to thank you. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and we couldn't be happier. So if you get a chance, come visit Susan at Londonderry and go see the other notable winners on the plaque inside of the clubhouse.